Don't miss home documentaries with me, David Livingstone Eseru, right here on YouTube. Tebbuse Organic Farm is a project started by the NRM Eastern Women Mobilizers in 2008 to transform lives of the people in the Eastern Sub-region. One may wonder what Tebbuse stands for, but it is simply Teso, Bukedea, Bugisu, and Sebei Organic Farm. This association brings together people from all over the sub-region.
Thank you.
Representatives from there. The team from Teso region, stand up for recognition. May a team from Sebei sub-region stand and wave. Introducing them so that the team from State House can just get the picture on what Tebbuse wants to do. Pertaining to Tebbuse, I would like the committees, the following committee members to stand up for recognition, and that is Production Committee. Can you stand up? That team are going to oversee every project which is going to be put there, and they will be accountable, as our officers say. There is need of accountability and transparency, and there is need for team. Can you sit? A sensitive committee, you fall under that. That team is professionals. We have accountants, we have auditors. Some of them will not come. That is their field, and they will represent us effectively. Thank you very much. To go back to Tebbuse, what is Tebbuse? You've heard it is Teso, Bugisu, Sebei, and Bukedea. How did we come together? It was because of the problem which we incurred in 2008. We were the team who were depleted by some thieves who came around to Eastern region. Some of us wouldn't be alive if Mzee did not rescue us. When I say Mzee, I mean the president of this country, and that is His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. He felt our need, he called us, he covered us, and that's why we are still surviving. So we were affected by Dutch international team. There's this one which was in Teso, Nwatata, and many others. Money was taken away from the communities, and the majority here were affected. And some of our leaders also were affected. So you can imagine our journey started 2008, and today this is where we are. We thank the president of this country. Usually when we call, by the way, for us we call when we want, we call, and he answers our prayer. When we call that Mzee, we want to visit you, he welcomes us. So with a series of invitations to
looking at this time frame, our visitors, this is a very good mobilization strategy. You know, we are Eastern NRM women mobilizers. We have been mobilizing for our president for years. So when we had this project of Tebbuse, we knew that we have started. And by the way, State House, if you are not aware, for us we have already started mobilization. Tebbuse in full, our RCC has already said, is covering Teso, Bugisu, Bukedea, and Sebei. And we even hope to tap Karamoja, Lango, and Acholi regions in our mobilization strategy. The news of Tebbuse, our visitors have spread like a wildfire. They are aware of what is going on. No wonder I even heard it once on radio. They are talking about it on TVs, and once it has appeared in newspapers. Besides being a mobilization strategy, skill development, improvement of household income, Tebbuse will also engage as we await. We are engaging in this mobilization, but State House officials who are waiting. We have been making visits to our president so many times that he makes promises for us, so we are still waiting for the fulfillment of his promises. And the last one he made was when we went to his country home in Rachtura on 11th December 2020. We were among the last group to visit him before elections. And if I remember that day, it was the best, because some of the protocol members told us, you people have made our president the happiest. We can see a smile.
On 30th March 2023, President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni sent delegates from State House to inspect and assess the land that Tebbuse Organic Farm purchased for the model farm. Judith Apilo, Ewichu Senior Private Secretary to the President on Women Affairs, led the delegates, who included the Principal Agric Officer Chihuahua Charles Chiguli, Engineer Estates Department State House Kansime Nathan, and Private Secretary State House on Economic Affairs Ofumbi Omondo Joseph.
Ahmed is here.
I'm a Senior Private Secretary to HEDA President on Women Affairs. I'm humbled to stand before the people of Teso, Sebei, Bugisu, Bukedea, and to announce that His Excellency the President has extended his usual hand of support, his usual hand of love to the women of Eastern region, and not only Eastern region, as far as the East, Northeastern, Karamoja, Lango, by setting up a model farm for them called Tebbuse. Tebbuse stands for Teso, Bukedea, Bugisu, Sebei Presidential Model Farm. That is that group who are beneficiaries are Eastern women mobilizers who were defrauded in 2008. Then these women formed an association and they have been mobilizing for HEDA President. So HEDA President, being a father, as he has always done, and he wishes well for every Ugandan, despite the challenges, the frustrations, the corruption which has swept the country, he has still extended his good hand of support to the women of Eastern as a reward, a token of appreciation for their tireless efforts in supporting him, mobilizing for him. So that is why I'm here.
RDCs from Bukedea and Kapchorwa, RCC of Mbale City, local leaders from Bukedea District and women leaders from all over the region gave positive remarks on the program, with the Bukedea District RDC Tukey William Wilberforce encouraging the members to hang in there as development comes.
My name is Tukey William Wilberforce, the RDC for Bukedea. I want to say you are most welcome to Bukedea. It is peaceful and just a stone away from the main road. The environment is slightly cool, but today I don't know what happened, but you will bear with us. That if you feel some bit of warmth, and particularly this colleague of mine from Kapchorwa, who is used to the cold weather, you will temporarily bear with us. I want to say to those who are outside Bukedea, you are most welcome. We want so much to thank Office of the President. You know, many times we argue with the people. Madam Judith Ewichu is a long-time friend. We normally argue with the people that President Yoweri Museveni is able to have press-ups alone, and you are telling him that he's tired. Ladies and gentlemen, let's be serious. The man is still focused. So when we hear of State House bring us this mega project here in Bukedea and for the entire region, my appeal is, please, let us embrace it. with all our hearts. A big clap to the team. You've made it, and sincerely. Of course, there are Thomases still. You've just visited an open ground. So some Thomases are still doubting. But I am optimistic that we are yet going to see a lot and a lot from this mega project here. Ladies and gentlemen, my appeal to the members of the executive, and particularly ours here, who will be managing the regional affair, please, try as much as possible to avoid conflicts. Such good projects normally are let down by conflicts. Try as much as possible to be very transparent to each other. You know, when there is an issue, I have always encouraged people, even among us there are bad elements. Try to identify them. Somebody says, I'm telling you a secret. By the way, did you hear? You see the chairperson there, the fellow is now glittering. Are you aware that somebody was removed? That is poison. But in case such a person comes out with such an allegation, when you happen to have a meeting like this, you expose. Say, by the way, here Peter told me that there was somebody that the chairman who did rule with the treasurer. I think it's worth that we ask him and he clears it. I want to let you, such distractors will be deterred from rumor mongering, and you'll progress. So learn to expose wrong elements timely. Don't wait, because if they sow seed, you'll be going through a war. Try to expose them from day one, saying please. One of the ideologies of NRM is by open criticism. Can we discuss this? And we discuss and we get solutions. So I want to believe we are yet headed for better things. Except here, I also want to encourage the State House team that now that we've secured that land, it's also important that we secure it legally. By surveying it, even before we survey, let's try to put this in local boundaries. Bukedea District here, fortunately, knows that we are squeezed here. We have limited land, and there can be temptation, but these people are good. But in other places, we have had battles with the people who want to encroach, more so when they know that this is State House. So we want to encourage you to try as much as possible to survey it at the earliest. If not, we put down temporal landmarks for that purpose. As leaders, personally, I am in full support as the host RDC. The beauty is the colleagues I have interacted with are totally in support, and we are saying, let it get kick-started as of yesterday. Now that it has started today, we are saying, please, you are welcome, and we are fully with you, and we shall continue. But also let's encourage consultation as much as possible until we set it independent to take off by itself.
The RDC capturer Lotem Tumukori Linus pledged to fully support the initiative as his presence in the meeting enlightened him on the aims of Tebbuse.
I'm by the names of Lotem Linus Tumukori, the RDC capturer. I remember when President Museveni came to Sebei, I took her there to represent the Tebbuse's family. And indeed, she tried to cook, but of course we spoke in the tongues, and then the president did not hear well. I think this time now you have a reinforcer, because I'm now a family. I didn't know that time that this thing was very big and serious like this. But now this time I also now want to say, if he chanced to come, which is about to come, I will now say, Your Excellency, I went to Bukedea, the project is so nice, and thank you. We need you now to go and begin more hunting, so that we see these women and men prosper. when we talk good part of Museveni, we shall talk until the cows will come back in the evening. You know it. Me and my brother, RCC Mbale, who have been disturbing you, you know it. We come from the other side, where we believe that all cows belong to us, and yet even the one in Canada. but the man has tamed us. He has tried to tame us. Yeah? Has he not tried to tame us? Now, if you think of bringing the likes of Bobby Waragi, Paul, there's nothing that they will do. So let's continue with our muse until when God says another one is here. Yeah? You know, Museveni is a God-given president. Because I always ask Maisa Bin is here. From 1962 until when President Museveni came, where were these presidents to make this sports city look very beautiful like this? If you come to Kapiora, by the way, you will think that we're in London. That's why I'm suffering, sweating here. This man decided to come down here, leaving me on that London of this cold area. But anyway, we shall follow ourselves one time. There's no problem. So, with all those many words, forests of words, deserts of points, I want to end there by saying, may God, Almighty God bless all of you.
On to what the RDCs and the members in attendance said, the RCC of Mbale City explained the importance of cooperating with one another under such an arrangement in the picture of Tebbuse.
I am so much impressed that we are here today trying to get a common denominator to our problem. Those of you who have done some mathematics, you know what I mean by common denominator. So many problems, but you look for one common factor, and that is how to get out of what? Poverty. The main issue we are discussing here is how to get rid of poverty, using what we can afford to do. That means the purpose for which we are here is to appreciate and also to bless the site for the establishment of the women model farm known as Tebbuse. My name is John Rex Achila, for those who have never known me before, but you should have been hearing that name. Rex Achila has been around. When you talk among the LC ones, they will tell you it was our chairman, LC 1, RC. That time we began with RCs. I was not an LC. We also went through the RC 3 up to RC 4. That's at county. The end of reason now, when the law was amended, is when they made me now a speaker of the council, when at the same time I was a land officer in my district of Potato. Then went to parliament. Then after parliament, I've been around since 2006. So this Tebbuse thing is a very amorphous and very interesting animal. First of all, the location, where is it? It is here in Bukedea. But it's not because of Bukedea. It is here because we all are Easterners. And we have a common problem. Our problems, whether you talk of Karamoja, you talk of the Sardine, you talk of the Bagishu, or the Iteso, we have the same problems. Only that we're hiding within our problems by trying to segregate and say, these are the Bagishu, these are the Iteso, but they have the same problem. And some of the projects that will bring us together are these ones. That's why you have now, this Tebbuse is abbreviated from the word Teso, Bugishu, Kedi, and Sebei. Indeed, it is looking at that problem. How can we get these people together so that they can look at ways of surviving as people of the same area, same location? Who are these people called the Tebbuse? If I may simplify it this way, regionally, by grouping regionally, we can locate these Tebbuse people geographically. But if you look at it again from the mathematical point of view, it is the summation of all these people. Then if you went in the chemistry form, it is the bondage. Chemical, it is the bondage. Then physically, if you like your physics, it is the mixture of all this. Then if you are an historian, then you can call it, it is discovery of the common interest. But if you like God so much, then you can say we are coming back to the beginning. We are all human beings and therefore our interest is the same. So we are all, if we are believing whether in Jesus Christ, whether you are Mohammedan, the same. God is God. So we must get our interest from this project. Why? We need to build synergies. Why? We have to unite if we have to survive, my dear sisters and brothers. Whoever is telling you to remain sectarian, to say, I am this tribe, I am this tribe, you know up to this generation, this 21st generation, if somebody is still looking at you at that perspective, you know that that person hates you. Because now to solve a problem which we are facing like hunger and poverty, you don't need to ask somebody that you, my sister, where are you giving me money and you are from Teso? You just get the money. Don't ask her where she's coming from. And that's what Museveni is doing now. He's trying to look at the problems that are facing us. He's not asking you whether you're Munyankole, whether you're Mutgisu, whether you are what. He's saying, how can you put yourselves together? And those who are doing economics, bargaining power, is all done when you are a big number. Even in advocacy and lobbying, you cannot lobby alone. If you are feeling angry here and you now want to show us that you are very angry, we shall not understand you. But if all these people now started shouting, RCC, we are very angry, we shall all listen and attend to you. But if you come alone with your hidden stomach, we may think you are a witch doctor. So we need to combine ourselves. Even now in this present government, if we don't combine ourselves, my brothers and sisters, to ask the president what we want, we shall never get it. And the president I represent is a man of summation, is a man of discovery, is a man of addition, is a man of bondage. So if you are trying to isolate yourself, 1 divided by 1 is equal to what? 1. So you can never add up anything. You must be very many, so that when they say 10 divided by 2 is a 5. But if you say 10 divided by 10, you are even making more of anger than what you want to do. But if you put all this addition, all these tribes in the eastern region, 17 of them, and you say divide by 1, it will be a big force. Lastly, I want us to believe that if we want to succeed, we must build a spirit of trust. I want to say, those who are beginning in Tebbuse, you have bought our, in fact, you have corrupted our interests. By the fact that you have brought us together, you have already told us, let's go that way. And we want to believe that we shall give you the trust. But also help us and be transparent in what is happening and be accountable. This monster called corruption through Tebbuse, I think everybody whose names I've seen in the vocabulary and the books of Tebbuse is said to be saved. If there are those who are not saved, they are very few. But they are also being put in a corner. That if you want to work with Tebbuse, you must believe that God, first of all, you must believe that God is for all.
Amen.
That is over and above, who is omnipotent, omnipresent. Yes. Then that person will fear that we work for humanity. But if you are here to steal, to cheat us, I'm not going to judge anyway. We leave that one for Christ. Because they say don't judge others, right? But otherwise, we trust everything. I'm personally confident that if we combine our effort, both the leaders and the led, we shall help the eastern region. Say all this for God and my country. Thank you very much.